Hello YouTube, what's up y'all? Welcome to another video, and this is Budding Langley, and I'm here for another video for y'all. And this time I'm gonna have a really important topic to talk about once again. This isn't gonna be a rant or nothing. This is just gonna be me giving my thoughts about something, because when I had the other channel before, I would give my thoughts on something, like the old channel with the same name as this new channel, and I would give my thoughts on something. So yeah, I'm here with this, and for this one I'm going to be giving my thoughts on mental illness. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started, guys. Alright, me talking about mental illness here, so I wrote down some information from Wikipedia not that long ago, so that's why I'm out here recording it right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I got a definition, so let's go ahead and begin with that first, okay? Alright, the definition I found was from Wikipedia as well, so yeah. Okay, so the mental illness, it's a mental disorder. Okay, the definition is a mental disorder, also called a mental illness, or psychiatric disorder, is a behavioral or mental problem that causes significant distress or impairment of personal functioning. Such features may be persistent, relapsing, and remitting, or occur as a single episode. Many disorders have been described with signs and symptoms that vary widely between specific disorders. So that was the definition of mental illness from wikipedia.org. Okay, and I got 3 things that I wrote beneath that, and them are going to be the specialties, the symptoms, and the complications of mental illness or mental disorder, or the psychiatric disorder, you know. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the specialties. Okay, I only found 2 specialties, and that is psychiatry and clinical psychology. I mean, I don't really know much about psychiatry or clinical psychology, but I do know such thing as psychiatrists. I know those people exist. They help people with, like, mental disorders and mental illnesses and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, like, mental disorder, illness, whatever, however you want to call it, because there's different words you can call it within disorder, illness, or psychiatric disorder. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the symptoms now for this. The symptoms for this disorder or illness is agitation, anxiety, depression, mania, paranoia, and psychosis. The 2 that I most cope with and the symptoms are probably depression and paranoia, because sometimes I get paranoid sometimes in life, and the one that I mostly go through though is depression, because sometimes I get depressed because, like, if someone talks bad about me for no reason, or if I'm just feeling stressed out about losing a loved one or something, I feel depressed. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons. Them are like the top 2 reasons why I get depressed, because I have people talking bad about me for no reason and making up lies and drama about me for no reason, and they just put me down and make me look like I'm a bad person, which I'm not. And another thing is the paranoia, which I get paranoid in life. I mean, I get paranoid. Like when I see a cop in public and they, like, sitting by right in the place that I walk by or whatever, I feel like they're gonna pull me over or ask me what I'm doing. I just get nervous around cops sometimes, you know. It's anyone basically, you know. But yeah, paranoia is another one, but the one I mostly deal with in the symptoms of this is mostly depression. Even though I do get paranoid sometimes. I mean, I don't get paranoid every day, but depression is something that I do go through every day. Alright, and the last note here for y'all in this is going to be the complications. The complications are cognitive cognitive impairment and social problems and suicide. So yeah, cognitive impairment, social problems, and suicide. I mean, I don't really know if I cope with the social problems, but sometimes I do feel suicidal. Like, I was telling my girlfriend before, when I was depressed or just from out of nowhere, I told her that I was going to go commit suicide, but I actually told her that I didn't mean it. I was just saying it because I was either mad about something or I was just feeling depressed. But I talk crazy sometimes and say, oh, I'm going to go take these shoestrings off of these shoes and go hang myself or something like that. But I only say that because I deal with depression a lot. I mean, I'm not trying to get all into detail here, but since I'm talking about these disorders and illnesses or whatever, I'm going to feel free to talk about that, you know, because I know a lot of people probably deal with depression, because I know some of the bands I listen to, like Chris Cornell, for example, of Soundgarden and Audio Slave, he probably dealt with a lot of depression, and that's probably the reason why he hung himself in 2017 last year. And the same thing with Chester Bennington of Linkin Park. He was probably also dealing with depression. He also committed suicide by hanging. It's just sad when, like, a band or a singer you like, and you feel like one of these days you're going to go and get to meet them in person at the concert, or you get to enjoy their music at a concert. And this is something I won't ever be able to see for either Chris Cornell or Chester Bennington, which is just sad because I'm a big fan of both of these guys, and they were really talented, vocally and songwriting as well, you know. But yeah, it's just sad what people go through in life, like depression, suicide, paranoia. Social problems, well, I get I don't really know if, I wouldn't necessarily say I deal with social problems, but depression and suicide and paranoia is mostly probably the three things that I deal with, especially the depression one. Social problems, I wouldn't say I have social problems, but I do cope pretty good with people on the internet, but I don't know if that's what social problems means, because I really didn't look up what social problems means, but you know. Sometimes I feel suicidal. Social problems, I wouldn't necessarily say I have that. Cognitive impairment, I wouldn't say anything about that either. Anxiety, for the symptoms, I really don't know if I have anxiety, probably not. Just depression, paranoia, suicide, that's probably the only three things I deal with out of these notes here. But yeah, other than the notes, I want to go ahead and put the notes up, the definition and the symptoms and all that, and just talk about this for a little bit. Yeah, like, every time there's a shooting in the news at either a school or a concert or elsewhere, I see in the news that the suspect, sometimes they have mental illnesses and disorders, which makes them do this to innocent people, but they shouldn't be dealing with I know they deal with their demons and stuff, but still, they shouldn't be out listening to that old devil Satan and saying, oh, like, if Satan speaks to them or a demon speaks to them, it would probably tell them to go and do this bad stuff to people, which a lot of people these days, they do listen to them. Take that boy, Nicholas Cruz, for example, the shooter that happened on, what was it, Valentine's Day this year or whatever, you know. They were saying out he had mental illnesses and disorders. I don't know which ones, but it's just sad because people do this to people. Like, I know what they're going through in life, but still, they shouldn't be going around and killing innocent people and taking away someone's life. Like, they shouldn't be going out there killing people for no reason. It don't matter if they're dealing with their demons or they're listening to Satan or whatever, you know. They shouldn't be out going and killing these innocent people or people in general for no reason, you know, because it's not cool, you know. I'm not saying that I'm perfect or nothing, but still, people dealing with mental disorders, they really need help. I mean, me, the only thing I really cope with, though, is the depression, paranoia, and that other thing I just talked about earlier in the video. But yeah, this is basically my thoughts on mental disorders And tell me if you guys deal with the same thing I deal with, because I'd love to know. Like, if you need anyone to talk to about depression, suicide, paranoia, just message me on my messenger on Facebook or Google Hangouts or on Instagram or on Twitter. Feel free to message me on any of those outlets. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys will enjoy this video. I just wanted to talk about this since I had it in mind for a while, because I know someone who deals with this, and he's also bipolar, so yeah. But it is what it is, I guess. I feel bad for the guy, but I hope he gets help one of these days. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'm Langley signing out, and thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.